Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our favourite one-hit wonders from British artists in the 1980s.
Happy talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. The First Picture of You, the Lotus Eaters. With record labels fighting each other and seasoned producers all vying to work on the finished version of this track, hopes were high for the Lotus Eaters in the early 80s. But those hopes were slowly eroded when none of their subsequent songs reached the lofty heights of The First Picture of You, a somewhat forgotten new wave classic. It rose all the way to 15 on the UK charts, not quite cracking the top 10, but it did miles better than any of their other singles.
The first picture of you, the first picture of summer, seeing the flowers scream their joy.
The next highest charting track was You Don't Need Someone New from the same album, which languished at 53. 3 years later, the band in its original lineup was well and truly done. Number 9. Japanese Boy, Aneka. It's certainly a strange one. One moment, this Scottish singer was virtually unknown, and the next, she was topping the UK charts with this quirky, catchy synth-pop smash. Japanese Boy by Aneka perfectly captures that era's fascination with exotic themes blended with infectious melodies. Despite its massive success, reaching number 1 in the UK singles chart, she was never able to replicate the song's charm beyond this iconic hit. With its distinctive vocals and memorable chorus, Japanese Boy remains a beloved, if somewhat bizarre, slice of 80s British pop history and a quintessential one-hit wonder. Number 8. Feels Like Heaven, Fiction Factory. It must hurt to be a one-hit wonder with your debut single, assuming that all your music is going to be well received and finding out that the opposite is true.
Feels like heaven.
That's what happened to Scottish band Fiction Factory though, who could never recreate the success that Feels Like Heaven achieved upon release in 1982. The critics liked their sound and so did 80s diehards, but commercial success was going to remain elusive.
Study your face and fade the frame. Too close for comfort now.
Feels Like Heaven peaked at number 6 on the UK charts, though the Swiss seem to like it a bit more, since it got to number 2 over there. Their second and final album didn't chart at all.
Feels like heaven.
Number 7. Brilliant Mind, Furniture.
I'm ready for the real thing, but nobody's selling, no.
In a lot of ways, Furniture were cursed. Despite their songs being excellent new wave tunes, mainstream success was always elusive.
I said shame on you.
Their closest brush with true fame was Brilliant Mind in 1986, which got to 21 on the charts, and is the only charting song they ever released, and only in the UK. They never got out from under its shadow, with their record label soon going bankrupt, and none of their later albums reaching the same audience, despite still being full of great songs.
You must be out of your brilliant mind.
it was a very sad end as the band just faded away, but Brilliant Mind remains a standard of the decade. Number 6, Hands to Heaven, Breathe.
As I watch you move across the moonlit room.
This slow ballad was the biggest track Breathe ever released, with a dreamy music video made up entirely of ethereal shots of the band while a woman dances around them in parallel, but never actually in the same scene, showing how out of reach the song's subject is.
Tonight I need your sweet caress. Hold me in the darkness.
While Breathe had a handful of other songs that climbed up the charts, Hands to Heaven got to number 4 in the UK in 1987, their most successful outing by a mile.
I must pack my bags and say goodbye.
It also managed to break America, getting to number 2, which is certainly rare for a British new wave band that were 10 a penny in the 80s.
Oi, wake up, mate. I ain't got all day.
Number 5, Happy Talk, Captain Sensible. Who knew that a cover of a Rodgers and Hammerstein show tune would become one of 1982's defining songs? Released as a solo venture from Captain Sensible during his downtime from The Damned, it shot to number 1 on the charts in Blighty, where it remained for 2 weeks.
Talk about the bird, learning how to fly, making all the music he can make.
Captain Sensible's other best charting single was What, which got to 26 in the UK, but as high as number 3 in a handful of European countries. His version of Happy Talk, however, remains ubiquitous. You'll probably find that a lot of people don't even know that it's a cover of a song from South Pacific.
You got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true?
Number 4, Turning Japanese, The Vapors. Ostensibly about adolescence and the way puberty makes you feel as if you're transforming into something different, Turning Japanese has appeared in the soundtracks of countless films and soared all the way to number 1 in the Australian charts.
I got your picture of me and you.
Back at home, it got to number 3 and is by far The Vapors' biggest single, which isn't surprising considering they broke up in 1982, only 2 years after this hit emerged.
Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
One surreal element of the story is that The Vapors already thought Turning Japanese would be a monster success, and they were actually hesitant to release it in case it overshadowed the rest of their work. But they did release it, and it overshadows them to this day. Number 3, Living in a Box, Living in a Box.
Woke up this morning, closed in on all sides.
They named both their album and its lead single after themselves, which is probably a great way to get people to remember it. Unfortunately, it didn't translate into long-lasting success. Emerging in 1987, the song was all about what it's like to experience less than adequate living conditions, in this case, a council flat. Considering Britain has some of the smallest average flats and houses in the world, we've certainly all felt like we're living in a cardboard box at times.
Am I living in a box? Am I living in a cardboard box? Am I living in a box?
While they had some other charting singles, including Room in Your Heart, which also reached number 5, this one has outlasted all the others.
Am I living in a box?
Number 2, Pump Up the Volume, Mars.
Pump up the volume.
We've got to give it up for the Blink and You'll Miss It recording project known as Mars. This collaboration between the groups A.R. Kane and Colorbox and a pair of DJs named Dave Durrell and Chris McIntosh knew when to call it a day. The Pump Up the Volume single was the only thing released by the group, a massive electronic smash that was far more successful than that record's B-side, Anatina, The First Time I See She Dance. Mars knew how to capitalize on a driving house techno beat, leading Pump Up the Volume to fill up dance floors throughout 1987 and beyond. We guess that this project just knew to quit while they were ahead. Number 1. There's No One Quite Like Grandma, St. Winifred School Choir. It's the novelty single to end all novelty singles. There's No One Quite Like Grandma surprised everybody by becoming the Christmas number 1 in 1980.
Grandma, we love you. Grandma, we do.
The St. Winifred School Choir released many albums over the decades, with the school still making them into the 2000s. But this is their only genuine hit.
There's no one quite like Grandma, and I know you will agree.
It was written especially for Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, to celebrate her 80th birthday, and is certainly a worthy earworm. Bizarre as this is, it will be stuck in your head for the rest of the day, possibly even the rest of your life.
Grandma, we love you, and we know you love us too.
Let us know in the comments which 80s hits we missed.